is a collapse because it's inflexible, and almost every crisis we're facing in Israel today, and not only us, the entire Western world, in terms of governance, is this lack of flexibility. When they inaugurated the civil service in history, that was a great advance. Now it's a great negative. Now it's a great negative. Like I have this, you asked me, I have this great criticism of Mevaker Medina, the controller. Not only this one, just in general. They come and they analyze an office and they say, did you operate according to procedure? Lefi hateken. Ze lo takin. Nihul takin. Nihul lo takin. You've heard these expressions? Nihul takin, nihul takin. I say nihul takin ze nihul guru. Management according to procedure is bad management. They shouldn't be asking if you're managing according to procedure. They should be asking, why do you need that procedure? Whenever I see one of these reports and they come to an office, nothing was wrong with this office, I know that this office did nothing. They did nothing. Because 90% of the time when they're trying to do something that's outside of procedure, they're really trying to help somebody. Then that's something different. That's something different. So I don't think they made a mistake. Why do they have this procedure? Why do they have this technique? Why do they have this rule? Lack of flexibility. Bureaucracy is a constitutional problem too, but it has no constitutional status. Knesset has a constitutional status. The parliamentary has a constitutional status. The executive, the judiciary, bureaucracy doesn't have constitutional status. And it influences our life more than all three of them put together. Hello? Anybody home? Flexibility. Okay. I talked about the change in the rate of change. Where did I put it? I didn't talk about the change. What characterizes our particular period in history is what I call the change in the rate of change. Let's use Alvin Toffler's metaphor of the three waves. Are you familiar with the three-wave metaphor? There's three waves of civilization. There's the agricultural, the industrial, and now we're in the post-industrial communications called. So 10,000 years ago, there's the agricultural revolution. 200 years ago is the industrial revolution. 50 years ago, we're at the beginning of the communications revolution. And now we're just about entering the biological revolution, which I don't even want to get into because that's like unbelievable. You can't even see what's going on. Even the revolutions are happening faster. By the way, for the women here, agricultural revolution was the women. Women did the agricultural revolution. I can explain that later. Okay, so what is happening here? During the agricultural period, people were born, lived, and died, and felt no change whatsoever. Change was occurring, but it was happening over generations, over centuries. You could follow. Then, prior to the Industrial Revolution, like in the middle of the European Enlightenment, the rate of change begins to go up. When that happens, in the European Enlightenment, the idea of progress is born. You have to understand, we think of progress, we use the word progress and progressive. There's a whole new concept in history. People could not conceive of progress when the rate of change was so slow. And they could not conceive of progress ideologically, in the European sense, as long as the medieval outlook was that God is the center of our interests. With the Renaissance, human beings become the center of our interests. That's humanism, not God. comes the Enlightenment, and they say something that's never been said before in history. We are better than those who went before us, and those that come after us will be better than us. Now, they've also meant that morally, and we know that unfortunately that was not always the case. But here's the idea of progress. Now, where are we now? We're in an era of real-time change. Change is happening so fast. You know, by the time you buy a product today, it's already obsolete. It's very strange. You know, if you say I'm going to wait till the most up-to-date thing comes out, you're never going to buy anything. Because the minute you buy it, something else is happening. So, now, this requires a different attitude. There's two people from Bar-Ilan University. We'll take the universities. And why is it the case that education in the private sector, corporate, non-corporate, whatever, is soon going to be the largest economic factor in the world, bigger than banking and bigger than insurance? It's because when Intel has a problem, they have to create a course immediately to solve the problem. They have to create a course on the run. You know, all these companies have the University of Motorola, the University of Intel. They call it university. It's not universities, but they're really high level, and they get top people in. They get people in from the universities to do it, but they don't have the restrictions that a university has to form a course. Because if a university, if they identify a problem, and then within 2 years they get that course online, they're moving at the speed of light by the standards of the university. Well, by that time, that problem has died a natural death. And you see where I'm going here? We're talking about a whole gestalt, a whole paradigm, which has got to change the way we look at things. Okay.